What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video from the 10-7 MMA channel. And this one is all about some new beef, potentially, maybe not. We're going to have to see as we go through and analyze the tweets and the back and forth. But there might be some very interesting beef between the MMA Guru and Darren Till. Now I'm going to talk about the beef, what's going on. And I'm also going to explain why I wish that there were beef with MMA Guru, but not with Darren Till. Like, I wish there were beef between MMA Guru and Colby Covington. That would be so much better. And I'm going to explain all that as we go through the video. And the main reason why is because I like Darren Till. And I feel like MMA Guru is kind of a crazy person to take on in terms of an online beef. He'll pretty much eviscerate anybody. And so I don't want to see Darren Till get wrecked. I think Darren Till is on a resurgence, on a comeback. And I want to just see good things for him. Now, I also have a sneaking suspicion that this is not a real beef whatsoever. It's just playful banter, or if at the other end, or not the other end, kind of the same end, or it actually could be something they're doing intentionally to drum up more news headlines, because this got headlines, and just to help further Darren Till's career as well as MMA Guru's career. So we're going to talk about all that, all these different possibilities. But I am here, as always, getting into the mix with these beefs and documenting it from the get-go. So let's take it back to the beginning of their, I guess you could say, acquaintanceship, friendship, whatever it is. Because I think MMA Guru used to chat a lot of crap about Darren Till, and Darren Till, I think, was like annoyed. I don't know. But anyways, he finally got on his YouTube channel. They did an interview, and you can hear that MMA Guru actually earned Darren Till's respect. Darren Till became a fan of him. He liked the way he talks. He talks smack to people and different fighters in the MMA community and whatnot. So this is a short little excerpt, and you can see how Darren Till feels about MMA Guru. Check it out.
He apologized and said he's a big fan of my work. This is true. It's true stuff. Big fan. And I said I would. Okay.
Say everything I've said.
Yep.
I said I've been a big fan since I seen all your shit talking with Ian Gary and his girlfriend. I thought it was quite funny. Then I sort of seen you pop up on my timeline a lot, and I was like, yeah, I like this guy. He's great. Then you said that you've had all these big names on, like Demetrius Johnson, Pimlet, Dricus, and I was like, yeah, okay, they're big.
I wasn't bragging.
He was a little bit bragging. And then you asked me what I'm doing, how's life, and I said life was shit, which it is shit. And you were like, why? I was like, because I'm not fighting. You were like, well, why can't you get a fight? And then I said, well, Misfits offered me Dylan. I said he wouldn't fight me in boxing, only MMA. I said, well, that's quite stupid, because I've left UFC. I asked to be released. So why would I ask to be released from the UFC to go and fight some guy who's fought two bums in MMA who nobody really cares about? He's the joke of the whole MMA media, whatever circle. MMA circle. And then I said that Jake Paul, his fight fell through with Mike Tyson. So I put my name forward. We were both on the show, and he chose Perry. I think Jake Paul's a shithouse. I think Mike Perry's a fucking dope. I think Dylan Dennis is a dope, and I think they're all dopes. In fact, I think you're a fucking dope.
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna do shit about it, are you, mate?
Well, you want to fight me, don't you? You want to fight me?
Well, I fucking showed up in Liverpool yesterday. You were nowhere to be seen.
No, you never.
Yeah, I didn't go to Liverpool, but still,
go
on.
We could build a fight on a show.
We could absolutely build a fight. And I wouldn't. You know what, Darren? Let me interject. I wouldn't win. Yeah, I would land. I promise you, I'd land. And that's
okay, I included that last little clip during this lengthy interview for one reason in particular. This is, again, there's a part of me that's wondering, are they actually trying to build some sort of a fight? You know, there's a part of me that wonders that, and this could be the beginning, a little bit of smack talk here and there. It could be very interesting. People go nuts. If MMA Guru decided to go and have a fight at Misfits, or even do his own thing and just stream it on his channel, it would be massive. These guys, it would be widely watched. So I'm starting to wonder now. The other reason why I'm really wondering this too is because MMA Guru on a stream just a few days ago was saying he just started training MMA about a week ago. On top of that, apparently he claims that, I believe him, by the way, I'm not saying the word claim to discredit what he said, but he claims that, I haven't looked it up or verified it, but I bet it's true. He claims that he competed at like a national level in Taekwondo. So this guy's been training martial arts his entire life. He was just training Taekwondo, but now he's doing straight up MMA. He's getting in there. He's probably getting grappling experience, boxing, striking, all that stuff. So I do wonder if this might be the beginning of some sort of long-term play, so the two might eventually fight. I don't know. But anyways, okay. So you can see they have quite a nice back and forth. They like to talk a little smack back and forth to each other, but it's a very positive relationship, and I guess you could say interaction between the two. Next, we go into a more recent combo. That was over a year and a half ago. By the way, he talked about Dylan Dennis being a dope. Now he likes Dylan Dennis. He said his life was crap because he wasn't getting fights. Now he's had a bunch of fights and a bunch of wins. He's having a whole resurgence. He's making a ton of money. So things are going great for Darren Till, which I love, and I think most MMA fans love, because Darren Till is the man, dude. He's a legend. Nobody talks smack and builds up a presser like Darren Till. We saw that in the Misfits presser. It's awesome. Anyways, then recently Mighty Mouse had him on a show doing an interview, and apparently it was MMA Guru that facilitated that interview. He gave DJ Darren Till's number and got that whole conversation going. So Mighty Mouse had MMA Guru just have a quick appearance on the show to talk to Darren during the interview. This is what happened. Check it out.
I'm working myself way back up now, mate. You got to support me now on the way back up.
You're back into his prime, dude. Second prime of Darren Till, dude. Where's Andrew Tate? Where's Andrew Tate, man? You take his chin off.
Where the fuck is he, mate?
You don't want it, man. Well, I wasn't a fan of the Carl Froch call out. I'll be honest with you, Darren. It was a bit Jake Paul-esque, the old Carl Froch call out. So I wasn't sure about that one. I heard Darren Till talking shit about Jake Paul not that long ago, and all of a sudden he's calling out 60-year-olds in the front row.
No, look,
you know what I mean?
No, I'm not going to disagree with you, because I have been in my own head. Like, should I call him out or not? But again, sometimes we're whores for the money, aren't we? I'm just whoring myself out.
Each to their own. Yeah, I'm not gonna shame anyone. Fair enough. I think there's a Jake Paul scoop up. You know, what if after don't you ever see Jake Paul in the future of you at any point?
Of course, there's definitely, like, I don't know. Look, I just said to DJ Dave, I'm in the circus, so I have to just accept it fully. Like, we're in the circus, and whatever's to come, we're going to be fighting some older guy. Everything's not going to be legit, is it? So, I don't know. It's, as I said, I don't know what the path is, but the path is to make money and see how far I can take this shit. Maybe I can get into the, I don't know. I think I'm good. Do you know what I mean?
You're all right. You know, you're pretty decent. I think if you're going to be in the shit show, you should be at the top of the shit show. You know, you want the big pieces of shit is what you're looking for.
Oh God. Well, you know, Drew, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for hooking up this interview, because I was trying to get Darren on, and Drew actually gave me your number, Darren, so I can get you on the Mitacast. So I appreciate you, Drew.
No problem.
No, I'm just networking. You know, it's just how I am these days. You know, just connecting Demetrius Johnson and Darren Till. It's just normal.
Okay, anyways, so that's the gist of it, right? You can see that their relationship is good. It's actually funny. I feel like Mighty Mouse didn't like that last comment where what MMA Guru said, and he's kind of booting him off the show because he's going a little too dark. I think that's the vibe that I got. But anyways, you see they have great back and forth. He's supporting Darren Till, so it seems like their friendship or whatever, their relationship is in a good spot. Then we get to the beef. Okay, so let's go through the tweets that started. So first, MMA Guru invited a bunch of people, including Darren Till, on this Black Ops video game. I don't know. I don't play any video games. I guess MMA Guru is into gaming or whatever, but he wanted to get them to play and get them all in the same game. And then he was going to stream it or record it and get a bunch of views, whatever it was. I don't know what exactly happened, but the response, actually Borrachino, what's his name? Paulo Costa responded, but I'm not going to show that because whatever. But here's Darren Till. He said, "Who's getting real tired of that whatever smelly twat that MMA Guru? Like, I'm tired of him now. Like, yeah, we know you speak your mind, but you're fat and you're definitely smelly. What's your comeback, mate? Keep your mouth shut. You get strangled in the street." So he goes off on MMA Guru for seemingly no reason. That's why I think this might be manufactured. And I think they're either just doing it to get people buzzing and talking about it, or maybe they are angling to set something up down the line. Like, this is, maybe it's something where, hey, I'm starting to train. Okay, I could be down for this. Let me see how the next 6 months go. Hey, let's just put out some feelers and see what people say in terms of if there is beef, if there is going to be a fight, would people be interested? For sure, they would be interested, by the way. For sure. Darren Till would be an amazing opponent for MMA Guru, but really MMA Guru could go kind of against anybody because I think we'd all be really curious to see him fight. Okay, we continue. He said, he just annoys me at this point. Just stop chatting, whatever. See, I just don't believe it. I don't believe that this is real. He doesn't really care. Now, MMA Guru now fires back. You don't want to mess with MMA Guru. He says, how this bloated Hmong Darren Till reacts to seeing me join his gay little interview. Got a face like a drowned man at the bottom of a river with rocks in his pockets. Probably not the only rocks you've had in your pockets either, is it, mate? No wonder your nose is so effed up. Go call out another 50-year-old influencer. Okay. But you notice nothing there is really personal. There are things that people have gone after Darren Till about that are quite personal and quite hurtful. Like you call somebody bloated. I feel like the type of stuff that Darren Till says to other people, I guarantee you this didn't even bother him one bit. Like, it's kind of funny, but not really. And then he makes a reference to him using whatever illegal narcotics. And then he says, are you calling me a cokehead like Luke? And then he says, yep, you figured that out all by yourself. For that kind of IQ, they should have a statue of you in Liverpool with knives hanging out of it. You'd look like a pop-up pirate or something. Okay. Point is, you might say that each of them are actually going kind of hard on each other. I don't think so, especially for these guys. The types of insults they're used to getting and dishing out and receiving. This, to me, is nothing, okay? So now we're going to end on a couple of things. Number one, if this is real, I want to tell you guys why I don't want this to be. I wish this would shift to MMA Guru focusing on somebody like Colby Covington. One of the reasons why the McGregor fight against what's it called, Floyd Mayweather was so big is because Floyd is so annoying, so aggravating. He's kind of a bully. He's a show off. He's just like, he doesn't really have many redeeming qualities, at least as far as we can tell from in the public side, right? He may be great with his family and people that know him might love him. I don't know, but like, he's very aggravating as a person in terms of how we perceive him. So when Conor went up against him and bullied the heck out of him, people loved it, because when you get somebody up there bullying bullying somebody who everybody dislikes for good reason, not just because, hey, we don't like them, but because they're a mean person or whatever, man, it's really, it's like fun, because like we're watching that person get a taste of their own medicine. I don't want to see that with Darren Till, but what I would love to see that with is somebody like Colby Covington, somebody who's just kind of going worse and worse, attacking people in really horrible ways, kind of seeming to build up fights and then run away from them like he did with Ian Gary. It's just aggravating. His antics have been aggravating fans for a while. Seeing MMA Guru go after somebody like that, again, assuming this is real, that would be way more satisfying. But going after Darren Till, in my opinion, who's so beloved, I don't want to see that. So this is assuming it's real. Okay. But the other possibility, which is actually what I'm leaning more towards now, is that it's not real. And they're just having some fun. They're just chatting smack to each other back and forth in social media, putting feelers out, seeing the buzz. I don't know. I'm starting to think, the more I think about it, I started to think that they are actually thinking about having a boxing match. MMA Guru said he wouldn't have an MMA fight, but he would do a boxing match. Darren Till's all into boxing. I mean, imagine that. Imagine them headlining a Misfits card, MMA Guru versus Darren Till. That'd be crazy. I think that's what's going on. That's my 2 cents. That's what I'm concluding on. I think these guys are setting up a potential fight down the line, a boxing match. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. It's fun. It would be cool. I'd be down for it. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.